Yo, look, bro, before I even start this whole video, I just got two things to say. Do you guys remember when I was posting this video about the Olympics, and then I posted this video about Andrew Tate talking about the Olympics, and I was just trying to warn people about the evil of the Olympics and why you should basically don't watch the Olympics and only put your attention only on Allah, only the creator, be good, and all that stuff. Ever since I did that, all of a sudden I'm looking at my views and it's just, bro, I mean, usually I never say this, right? But I feel like I'm shadow banned, bro. So if you're seeing this, just let me know that you're at least seeing it in the comments so I know what the heck is happening right here. But the other thing, too, is that I got a haircut, but the guy messed up this part of my hair. So please don't comment on that. Just comment on the shadow ban, not this. But in this video, I'm gonna teach you how you guys should stop trying to manifest, stop trying to get the things that you want, because in reality, everything that you want is already here. Let me tell you, it's not about learning. Here's actually the big idea, bro. It's not about learning. It's all about unlearning. So I'm gonna be telling you what the gurus never tell you. Most of you guys think that you're gonna have to read a bunch of books, put a bunch of information, listen to a bunch of videos and just keep adding and adding and adding. But in reality, it's not about adding, it's actually about subtracting more. So in this very moment, you actually have everything that you need. Everything that you need and everything that you want is already here. So in this video, I'm gonna be proving that to you, bro. I'm gonna be proving that. And at the same time, teaching you how are you supposed to be accessing it, even though you can't really see it in your eyes. But I'm telling you, it's already here. So it's already here, but you can't see it. So how are you supposed to access it? That's what I'll be telling you in this video. Let me give you an analogy, okay? So imagine a farmer that's just so sad because his farm has a bunch of tomatoes. But this farmer doesn't want tomatoes, he only wants watermelons. The reason I'm saying tomatoes, because I freaking hate tomatoes, bro. I love watermelons. So wouldn't it be so silly if this farmer starts crying because he's like, man, I have such a bunch of tomatoes and all that, when in reality, all he has to do is just go and buy more watermelon seeds. That's all he has to do. But it's funny because we're gonna be laughing at this farmer because he's acting like a dum dum. But in reality, that's all you have to do too. Go and buy more watermelon seeds. That's all it is. So what do I mean by that? I mean that the same exact thing as the farmer is actually happening to you. So you cry about your bills, your empty bank, your lack of love, all those things that you don't even want. But the entire time, you've been planting those seeds. And if you want something else, plant different seeds. That's all it is, bro. So here's the thing. Seeds are literally thoughts. Thoughts. You plant thousands of seeds, thousands of thoughts every single day. And every single day, as soon as you wake up from the morning, immediately you're just reminded of all the problems that you have. So those are the seeds that you're going to be planting, not just for that day, but for the rest of the days too. Because understand this, right? Like the seeds that you plant today, most of the time they're not going to happen immediately that day. They're going to be coming up maybe like 3 days from now, 6 days from now. And you know what? Let me actually prove it to you scientifically. But honestly, this is not that scientific. It's just pretty logical. Here's how it works. So you get thoughts, right? So the thought is that those bills, man, that you really need to pay those bills. So you start feeling a feeling, and that feeling that you get is just a feeling of lack, like I'm not good enough, like I'm just constricted, I'm tight. And then when you start feeling this way, and people look at you, they're just like you're always tight, so they're gonna be like, oh, he's in a tight mood, he's in a bad mood. Don't talk to him right now, just because he's a bit stressed. But then what happens? The more you keep this going, the more that becomes your personality. And if you have the personality of a person that's always getting stressed, then that's the type of personal reality that you create, a reality of constant stress. So it starts with thoughts and it ends with the personal reality. So all of you guys that are complaining about your personal reality, it's because of the thoughts you're having, bro. You fix the thoughts, you fix the personal reality. So knowing all of this, it just means that you gotta start acting like a farmer. So it's not about, so let me just say this like a different way, right? So in the beginning, it's not about planting, it's about taking out. So let's just imagine that this is your farm right now, but this is actually your mind. So I'm saying farm, but the farm is your mind. So in the beginning, you're gonna have to take out a bunch of the weeds that are here, clean the entire thing. So the whole process first, it's cleaning first, it's unlearning, it's removing all those things that are in your mind. Because a lot of you guys believe, because you guys read this book right here. So most of you guys have actually read this book right here, Psycho-Cybernetics. And this book tells you, it's like the surgeon in this book, he said that whenever he changed people's face structures and then they started feeling more attractive, they go from someone who can't even close deals to someone who closed deals easily. So his whole big idea is that he's saying it's the self-image. You change your self-image from someone who's poor to someone who's rich, and then automatically you become rich. So he's saying it's like whenever people get surgeries and they become more attractive in their mind, even if they look ugly on the outside, as long as they feel attractive on their mind, feel, then that becomes their mood, their constant mood, which is like, oh, I'm so beautiful every single day, right? And then that becomes their personality. And then that changes their life. It becomes their actual personal reality. But what I'm telling you right now is that there's actually something way deeper. So the entire big idea is that you're already perfect. So the idea is that you're already perfect. Think about it. Soon as like you look at a baby, right? I was gonna say as soon as you're born, it's like you're already like flowing with life, right? But look at a baby. A baby is already in perfection mode. A baby doesn't hate people, doesn't judge people, doesn't like always think of lack, doesn't think of stress. So if you maintain the same personality as a baby, as a child, you'll actually be able to have a better personal reality, a personal reality of that of abundance or of constant love, of just anything that's good that you want. And that is why those people that not those people that like act like they're babies because they find it quirky. Not those people. I'm saying the people that you just look at them and they just radiate light naturally, and they just don't judge you, and it's so easy to talk to them, and it's just like they have that energy where it's like you just want to take care of them and you love them, even if they have everything working for them. Those are the people that can attract anything because those are the people that have cleaned themselves. So you actually have to go back to being a child. Listen, you do realize like everybody misses their childhood, not because like childhood was just like something amazing and nobody was thinking about stress and all that stuff. People miss their childhood because when you were a child, you were constantly living in the present moments. So this is the key, bro. This is the key. I'm telling you, you already have in this very moment, you actually have everything that you need. So this is why when you were a baby, you used to love life because you were constantly living in the present moments. You weren't sitting down like this and you're like, oh man, the bills that I have, how come this person rejected me? How come this is not working? And blah blah blah. The entire time you were just like you were just in love with life. You look at life as it is. You don't judge life. You play the game as it is. Something hurts you, you cry, but then after a while, you stop crying. Like you're done, and you don't even have hatred for the person. And you're constantly living in like forgiveness mode. You're constantly living in laughing mode. You're just constantly happy because you're living in the present moments. So you'll see that every child, they understand that they have everything in this present moment. So they live every moment like it's the fullest. But then the more you start growing older, the more that you start learning and learning and learning, not even just like learning the good things, like learning the bad things, but it's just like a natural flow of life, right? But the more you keep doing that, the more that you're going to be like putting dust on your face, dust on your eyes. So you start seeing the world from a different lens. And then usually this lens is that of lack, is that of like constant stress, because that's what everybody else is living. So everybody else teaches you that same point of view, which is false. It's completely false. So the entire process is unlearning, and the entire process is about taking out the weeds. Why is that? Because you're already perfect, bro. You're already perfect. You don't need more. So then the more, and also you have to also understand that in every moment you're always manifesting everything that you want. Because again, if you're constantly feeling the stress, then you're going to be manifesting more stress. So if you just take out the stress, if you just remove all these blockages, all these like limiting beliefs that you have, then what are you going to be doing? You're going to be doing the same exact thing, which is manifesting more of that goodness, manifesting more of that perfection, which you already are. And so this right here is one of my favorite quotes by Shams Tabrizi, which is the teacher of Rumi. So he says that whenever one is trying to be something, be nothing. Range with emptiness, human should be like a pot, as the pot is held by its emptiness inside. Human is held by the awareness of his nothingness. So in every moment, you actually like the entire work is doing nothing. That's all it is. So in every moment, stop doing. Stop doing. Just start being. So on the outside, if someone sees you being, all that looks like is just like it looks like nothing. Nothing. But by nothing, I mean like on the inside of your mind, you think nothing. You think nothing, you feel nothing, to the point that you don't even think of, oh, what's my name? You don't even think of like what's my job, what's my age, what's my this, what's my that. It's just you're just like you're literally thinking of nothing. And it's very good. This is actually called flash meditation. Some people call it like it has names, right? But even the name does not have to be a name. It's just nothing. So then in every moment, you're just like constantly sitting down, or not even sitting down, even when you're doing anything, when you're driving, you're just thinking of nothing. And then you're just like looking at life as it is. That's all it is, bro. Like, listen. The fact that it's so simple is going to make a lot of you guys like think, oh, it's so simple, it's not gonna work. But that's the funny part, bro. The one that's thinking it's so simple, it's not gonna work, is the mind. It's the thing that is filled with all this learning that came from the outside world, which is the limiting world. But and this actually comes from the part of you that's not connected to perfection. That is why you're thinking simple is bad, simple is not good. I don't care about simple because simple doesn't work. When in reality, the creator has created this life in the most simplest way. So the most simplest things are the things that work. So if your mind is telling you it's too simple, it's not going to work, like this is an opportunity for you to identify, oh, this is the mind speaking, but there's something else that's aware of the mind speaking, and that is the thing that's looking, that's the thing that's observing, that's being aware. And that is the thing that you got to be connected to, because that is the thing is connected to nothingness. And then once you start doing that, this is exactly how you start taking out all these weeds, because the more thoughts come to you, the more you go back to the nothingness, and the more you become aware of these thoughts that come to you. So then that becomes the way of you like taking out all those weeds. And then as a result, what's going to happen? Like if you're back to perfection, your thoughts are all going to be thoughts of perfection. The feelings that you get are all going to be feelings of perfection, to the point that your personality becomes that of perfection, literally that of perfection. So as a result, what's going to happen to your personal reality? It's going to be the best, bro. Think about it, man. The people that don't stress, they don't overthink, they don't even think, those are the people that have the best lives. But the people that constantly think, those are the people that have the hardest lives. So the whole path, bro, the whole path is just stop thinking. Literally, stop thinking. That's all it is, bro. Stop freaking thinking.